Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy and Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building this morning. We have Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. What up, guys? What's going on?
What's up,
Yes,
superstars?
How y'all feeling?
Blessed,
Feeling
black,
good.
and highly favored. How y'all feeling?
Oh, great, man.
Bless.
Well, we
Now,
see.
you guys are doing an album together. Now, how did this come about? Were y'all together? I mean, I think y'all were together since y'all together now. Did y'all record it together, or was this a pandemic studio session?
Let's be careful about how we say together. Listen, we're just some honest musicians that, still play instruments, still listen to Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder and stuff. And there's only a few people like that. So when you find it, you just gotta link up. And it's a good time in the studio. It don't feel like work. So we said, let's just keep it going,
No,
Me and Andy met on tour in 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was on tour together. And then from there, we started hanging out and listening to music. He put me on some music. I put him on some music. And then we went to the studio a couple times, wrote some songs that ended up on Ventura, right?
Right. Yep.
And this quarantine, I called Andy up and said, come to the studio, and kind of snowballed into something big.
How you calling somebody that comes to the studio when you should be social distancing, Bruno?
That's a good question. He had to send me his results, and then he came through.
Yeah.
Now, when you talk about putting each other on music, right, I would love to get some examples of some of the things that y'all discussed beforehand, like what you put Anderson onto and what you put Bruno Mars onto.
I mean, both of us grew up on the Jackson 5 and James Brown, but Andy put me on some deeper cuts. I'm showing him some rare shit that no one's ever heard yet, stuff like that.
What does the name Silk Sonic mean? Where'd that come from?
Bootsy named us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to tell us that story. That's come on now. That's incredible.
He heard the song, and said we need a name. Bootsy Collins named Babyface.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great story. I hope Babyface don't mind if you don't mind if I tell it. But
Please.
Babyface was in the studio, and Bootsy Collins walks in. He's in the studio with a bunch of his friends. He looks at the time he's Kenny Edmonds, and he looks at Boots. Bootsy looks at him and says, "What's up, Babyface?" And the whole studio starts laughing. The next day they have a show, and the guy introduces him as Kenny Edmonds, and he got the golf clap. And as a joke, the very next night, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Babyface." And the girls start freaking out. And I hope I didn't botch that story, Face, but that's the story.
Is this when Babyface was still with Intro?
What's that?
This when Babyface was still with Intro?
I think he was at the Deal at this
Deal?
point. Yeah, I think he was with the Deal.
The Deal. I'm sorry, not Intro. The
Yeah.
Deal.
So,
Well, so what do you do? Walk in the studio and say, "Hey, Silk Sonic"?
No. We played him the song. We sent him the record.
And when it says hosted by Bootsy Collins, what other involvement does he have in the album?
He's going to be narrating this whole album. It's like a set list. We try to put a show together, and we call it the set list of doom.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all a question. When he said y'all is Silk Sonic, y'all didn't ask what that means? Y'all just ran?
You can't really question the OGs, like you only get a few, moments with them. So you kind of just have to run with that. I liked it. I think it fit with the music, and it sounded cool when he said it. So it was like, let's rock with it.
Well,
It seems like a 5 Heartbeats type of vibe or something like that.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
Hey, we was arguing this morning. Which one of y'all is a better pure singer?
Come on, we ain't got to argue.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to argue. We got to argue about that.
You, Anderson. This you saying it's you, Anderson.
It's like, I'm a drummer first. So, I know how to support. And, Bruno, can't nobody sing higher than Bruno. Can't nobody sing clearer.
You guys are gonna hear Anderson singing his ass off on this album.
So you think Anderson's a better pure singer than you, Bruno?
I didn't say that, Charlamagne.
Charlamagne,
and I would never say that. So we can edit that part out,
you
right?
really gotta.
Did y'all personal sounds ever clash with each other during the creation?
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what it's the good part. It's like where he can go. It's like I really admire where he can go, and I think we just like bouncing off each other, and that's the great part. Like for me about being in this duo, it's like, ooh, when I was writing songs by myself, it's like you want to hit a gear sometimes that you might not be able to go to,
And the best part about this whole situation, it's like being a kid again when he was in the garage, you know? So I pick up a guitar, Andy on the drums, and we're just working out the parts and try to make it the best song we can make it. And the motto is if we like it and we're proud of it, then hopefully the people gonna love it.
Now, is this a one-time project or is this something that you plan on doing more albums together?
Nah. It's kind of it, actually.
you stuck with me for life. We stuck for life, man.
No, hopefully we can keep coming back to the studio and doing it again.
So how was the creative process during the pandemic? Because usually you get creative off of life, right? You're going out, you see something, break up, something that you see and feel. So how has it been since you guys been home?
Well, it was hard. It got dark in the beginning, and I think Andy came through and lit the studio up. Coming off a tour, the 24 Karat Magic tour, it was a long tour. It's just like you lock yourself in a box, and then you're like, all right, well, what am I gonna do now?
Mm.
And I started putting some chords together. Like I said, it just snowballed. Andy came to the studio, and it was like he said, "No, the drums got to go like this," and gets behind the drums. I'm like, "Oh!" And then you start seeing things different. I start hearing things different. Then he starts singing, and then I start hearing melodies different. So it just kind of unlocks something. Mm-hmm. And I hope that's the same for you too.
Not so much.
Okay.
But, you know.
What was your experience, Anderson?
I mean, I was enjoying the family time, with quarantine, and I was on the road before that for years, never had a break. And when he called me up, I was super hyped because I've been wanting to work with him, and I know he was always on the road, 25, 7, 8 Karat Magics.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting for him to get home, and when he hit me up, it was just natural, man. And he, some people listen to music, they can vibe out and get lost in it. He not really one of them people. Like he gonna hear the song and he gonna figure out the math, and he gonna, he hears where it's going right and where it's going wrong and what we need to do to get it to the right spot. And that's the part that I was just like really, taking in and really amazed about. And I really enjoy making music like that.
Hey, Bruno, you said that it was dark before Anderson came. Like, what do you mean when you say it was dark? Like mentally, emotionally, what was it?
I've been very fortunate to be around for a while, and I've written some songs that I'm very proud of. Mm-hmm. And at a certain point, it only gets harder and harder. I'm trying to because I know it's like if I can't top that's what I like, or when I was your man, then what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this anymore? And it's like a fighter, right? You got to have this monster inside of you. If you don't have this monster inside of you, then it's dangerous to step into the ring.
Get your ass knocked out.
You get your ass knocked out. So I always have that monster in me, but I'm just trying to find this. I'm searching for, like I said, what's going to make me proud of it? What's going to make what tempo can I? It's hard to explain, Charlamagne. It's thank you. I appreciate it.
Y'all gonna make him cry. Look.
It's hard to explain because, I got to do it through music.
Yeah.
I got to do it through music. I just got to sit my ass down behind a piano and just do it until something resonates.
Is that what you're chasing? Are you chasing the hit that you had before and trying to do better than that? Or is it one of those things I'm just trying to make music?
I'm just trying to make music that I'm proud of. And like I said, that's, when you're in the beginning, when you're as a younger man, you're just so excited. You just want to be like, whatever. And now that I've done that, you just want to evolve and keep making sure that your fans and your music is evolving, and you want your fans to hear that.
Yo, it sounds like you're feeling the pressure of the success of yourself. Is that fair to you though? Because I think about like Michael Jackson. Like once you make a Thriller, that's a Thriller. You probably ain't gonna ever do that again in your life. So is it fair to keep trying to hit that?
No, I think you can't look at it like that. That was that was what my heart felt at that moment. That's what I wanted to do. And now it's about, all right, where do I want to go now? And constantly grow and get better. And it's not gonna, it's never gonna be the same. I'll never be able to write When I Was Your Man. That was at that time. I'll never be able to write Uptown Funk. That was at that moment. But all of those moments were these magical things that happen with a little bit of luck and being in the studio with the right camp. And that's how you create this.
Got you. So Anderson came in and basically just sparked new inspiration into you.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. Now do you guys watch Versus? Are y'all fans of Versus?
Yeah.
Would y'all ever do a verse?
Well, it was either gonna be a versus or make an album. So,
and Anderson chose the right move.
That was it. So I think this is funner, and we could stretch it out. And
no, I love the verses. That I don't know. Would you do a versus?
Hell yeah.
You would? Who would you battle?
You, nigga.
Damn.
That makes sense. You see Raekwon and Ghostface are up next, and that's really a great way to celebrate.
That's gonna be great. I'm just happy. I think what Swizz and Timbaland did with that is awesome. I text Swizz, congratulated him, because I think that did a lot for the pandemic.
Absolutely. Now, besides Anderson .Paak, who would you battle, Bruno? If there's anybody out there,
I'll go toe to toe with anybody.
I like that.
Toe to toe.
I like that.
You know,
I don't want to battle nobody. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems.
Now I see, Bruno Mars, you also got yourself an alter ego, right? You're designing clothes.
Yeah, everyone's calling it an alter ego. It's kind of is weird.
Who is a fashion designer / mystery man?
Yeah. No.
Ricky.
Yeah. What do you call it? Lacoste approached me. I've been fortunate to have been asked to do collaborations before with other companies, but it always came with like guidelines. Lacoste was the only company that was like, Bruno, you could do whatever you want. I said, whatever I want. And so, Bruno Mars, like that's like tour merch, and that's me on stage. I got to be a designer and think like a designer. And that's where Ricky Regal came up.
Ricky Regal.
Yeah. Because I want to wear the clothes. I don't want to wear clothes that says Bruno Mars on it.
Now, Bruno, the other barbershop debate we was having was if you did do a versus and you battled The Weeknd.
Oh.
I said Bruno.
Toe to toe, Charlamagne. You heard me the first time? Toe to toe.
I said Bruno over The Weeknd. I said that.
Oh, come on.
What do you think,
Weeknd's
Anderson?
great.
I mean, I think that's no brainer. I'm about to say,
come on,
Bruno.
Don't do that, Charlamagne. Don't do that. Don't do that. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
It'd be a beautiful thing to see.
Bruno said, "I'll take anybody toe to toe."
But then I backed out immediately. That was me. I got gassed up, but then I backed out immediately.
Now, Anderson, I saw you in the studio recently with Mr. Kendrick Lamar too.
Really?
I thought I did.
You've been in the studio with other people.
Oh, you cheating? Okay.
Did you?
Wait a minute.
No. Hey, it's been a minute. You might have thought it was Kendrick. It might have just been him though, because he be braiding his hair sometimes and stuff too. So it might have been him.
Wow.
I don't think it was. I ain't seen Kendrick in a minute.
Really?
I hope he need to holler at me. I'm trying to get. I know he's working on stuff.
Oh, that must have been an old video then.
I think it was. That's probably an old one.
Throwback.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, Bruno, question. Why you scam that woman out of $100,000?
Damn, man.
Why you doing that, Bruno? You got that boy during the pandemic? Making the album with Anderson wasn't enough?
Listen, I owe some money, man. I had to skip town to Pasadena. I had a bookie. I put a lot on the Spurs that night, and it didn't really come through for me.
He was overextended.
Listen. Do you know her name? I heard about this story.
Yeah, her name is, what is her name? I can't pronounce it. No, that's not her name. What's her name?
Try it. Okay, let me try it. Okay.
I told him to send us some roses.
I don't even. I have to.
Yeah. Well, you know the candy bar, the $100,000 candy bars.
Yeah.
Like you get her a bunch of them.
Yeah, I don't think they put her name out there, but
All right. Well, whoever you are, I'm so sorry, and stay off the internet.
that's all you got,
Mama.
Bruno?
Stay off the internet.
It's treacherous.
It's treacherous out there.
Cold game.
What did you
Well,
think
you
when
got
you
some
heard
guest
that story?
appearances on this album too, because I'm sure with the relationships and the people that y'all know and have collaborated with,
All the
sure y'all
favors
had
we
some-
done. You would think, right? That they would return the favor. And we're still waiting on a couple features. We're gonna let you know about that.
Really?
But Bruno, what did you think when you heard that story, though?
I mean, look, I have family members that thought I was actually talking to them on Facebook and had, like, this is my uncles and my aunties, like, they really thought it was me talking to them. So I don't blame her. I just say to everyone out there, be careful, because that's a different world. It ain't the real world out there.
Don't send money. There's
Nobody's
reason that
sending money.
Anderson .Paak or Bruno Mars.
Unless it's the Silk Sonic.
Come on now. Come on.
Have you ever had a situation, either one of you, where you thought you were talking to somebody online and you got catfished? Like maybe a collaboration you were trying to pitch and it was not the person you thought it was?
Well, it happens all the time. I call the same person, like with the same, first name, and you realize 30 minutes in, this ain't the Earl that I wanted. So I got to just Rich. All right, I'm gonna holler at you later. Yeah, stuff like that. But I always know who I'm talking to, especially now.
It's interesting, right? Because y'all sent the tweet out saying that y'all was, doing an album, doing a song. Everybody's talking about it. Does marketing and promotion from record labels even matter when you get to a certain point in your career? Does it still matter?
Yeah, because we hope that the Breakfast Club is going to champion for this song. That's why we want to sit down and talk to y'all and make sure that you guys champion for these working, out-of-work musicians praying that y'all going to play this record.
Yeah. I think it
You
works.
can never take promotions for granted. I think people still always got to grind it out instead of thinking like, oh, well, people know me. I could just put this out and that's it. You still got to work, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
But this seems like an easy way to do it. I mean, you stay here for a day, you do 20 interviews, you ain't never go to the crib, you ain't got to go to nobody.
I don't know. It's different though. I'd much rather be there with y'all and doing it like that. This Zoom thing. This is like the third time I've ever done is this Zoom? Can I say
This
that?
is Skype.
Is this
Can
Skype?
I say that?
This is Zoom, guys. This is Zoom.
Okay,
This is Zoom.
This is Zoom.
Yeah, this is like my third Zoom in history.
Really?
I'm not too good with technology.
I'm not a tech guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
So how do
He be
y'all
burning CDs and everything.
I got a CD player and an 8-track
in a Cadillac. CTS.
So how do y'all keep in touch with your lady friends during quarantine?
Lady friends.
Yeah.
Anderson's married.
I got a wife, Charlamagne. You got to really
I didn't know.
Been here a couple times. Talk about his wife and kids.
Yo, cool out.
Trying to get me
That's what he does.
trying to get me jammed up.
That's his whole thing.
I didn't
come on.
know.
He's
That's
got
it.
some cute
Lady
kids,
friends.
beautiful wife.
Hey,
Peter
hey.
showed us pictures of his wife and kids when he was
Toe to toe. You understand me?
Now it makes sense why you seem so level-headed and so just humble. You know what I mean? Because you got that
Thank you.
stability.
Yeah.
Now I see that Live Nation is talking about touring starting again potentially this summer. Do you guys have plans for any tour? I'm sure they reached out to y'all immediately.
No, I mean, that'd be a dream come true, though. That's what we're trying to do with this album is, like I said, make the set list of doom. So when it comes time for us to play live, it's going to be an experience. But we don't know. I think we're all in the same boat of when this thing is going to open back up and when we're going to be able to sing again. We're crossing our fingers that it happens sooner than later.
What's something, Anderson? What's something Bruno is stronger than you at, and vice versa, Bruno? What's something Anderson is stronger?
Can
than
I
you
take
at?
this one? Let me just take this one. When I'm stronger than him at, I mean,
1 second. The boy know how to bet, man. I'm telling you, man. He got like he know what's gonna hit, what's gonna not. He got like a sixth sense, And he know what's surefire. I think he carries that into the music too. He got this. I'm more like, ooh, let me see. I don't know. It could go this way, feeling it out, but he got like a spidey sense. Like, nah, we gotta hit this. No, we gotta do this progression. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna get us there's money in that. There's some magic in that. That's his favorite thing, This is the math on that. And that's something that, I'm not really wired like that. I'm just kind of like, I feel it, we going and I build it as it go. It could take different directions. And I think he's just got more he got a nice little focus to him. So that's something I really appreciate about him.
What about you, Bruno? What's something Anderson stronger than you at?
The exact opposite of what he said. You know, I grew up with some old school producers that was, you know, just like really hard in the studio to work with because they understand how to get to a certain place that they want to go. And I grew up watching that and seeing that, and I've seen some horrible things, but I've seen them that turn into magic because they're so determined and so you know, they're just trying to make it out the hole to get this song great. Anderson is give me the drumsticks, you know, turn on the mic. So he's got this freedom that's how he finds his groove. And I'm a little more like, all right, well, maybe if I play this chord and then I do this and then I do that.
Yeah, I also like to like bounce around. Like we gonna do the song, you know, we work on it for 4 or 5 hours, and then let's jump to something else, you know, or let's touch on this. This dude is obsessed. He's gonna be working on the same damn song for 2 years because there's magic in the hook. He knows that there's something in this, and it's gonna take 2 years, but we're gonna come back to this, and it's like an obsession, bro. And like we can work on something all day, and we come back, and I'll be like, man, this is sick. You're like, nah. It ain't good. We made a left turn here. We need to go right here. And yeah, we work all day on it again. It's crazy work ethic.
And I told Andy, it's like, it's nothing to brag about. I wish I could just go and just have, you know, some awesomes, but it just takes like I said, it takes a lot for me to feel like, all right, it's done. And this first single, yeah, it took a lot.
Yeah.
And we couldn't be prouder.
Let's talk.
And like we said, that's it. That's the best we got.
Hold on. Hey, I want to ask Bruno, people love to accuse you of being a cultural thief, which I find interesting because you are a person of color. What would you say to those people?
I would say you can't look at an interview. You can't find an interview where I am not talking about the entertainers that have come before me. And the only reason why I'm here is because of James Brown, is because of Prince, Michael. That's the only reason why I'm here. I'm growing up as a kid watching Bobby Brown saying, okay, if that's what it takes to make it, then I got to learn how to do the Running Man. I got to learn how to do the moonwalk. That's it. And this music comes from love. If you can't hear that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, when I saw you shout out Teddy Riley and the New Jack's swing movement at the Grammys, I was like, all right, that's homage. You know what I mean? When you won that award, won the award, I was like, okay,
it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's not a secret. Like I said, we wear the inspiration on our sleeve. What is the point if us as musicians can't learn from the guys that have come before us? Why did they do it? You know what? And I hope later on down the road, there's going to be a band that's taking what we did, you know, and flipping that and freaking that and putting their own spin on it. Because if they don't, then what was the point of us doing this?
Right.
If we playing basketball, if you can't learn from Michael Jordan, what was the point of him doing that? Why can't you learn all these tricks that this man did, the greatest of all time, and learn how he did this 3-pointer or this fadeaway? Right.
Which Kobe did.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And as he should, because that's the blueprint. This man showed you how to do it.
Does that criticism piss you off?
No, it comes with the gig. And there's real merit to what people are saying about Black entertainers not getting their flowers, you know, and I'm champion with that. I'm with that. But it's more so, I guess at the time when it kind of popped off on the internet, I was looking in the mirror like, what am I not seeing? Where is this past do I have this past that I don't know about? And where can I get this past? Because I could use some for me and my friends. You know, at the time that was it. But I understand, and it's Twitter, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you adjusted to being a superstar, man?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah. It's not because I just do music. That's all since I was a baby. And I don't look at myself as a superstar. It's like all I want to do is do music. And to me, success is doing what you love. And I love doing music. And I love being able to provide for my family doing what I love.
But I'm
And
sure.
for both-
When's the last time you've been to a strip club? Charlamagne, you know he came to Jersey Girls with me one night.
Who?
That was a long time
Hell
ago.
yeah.
That
That had to
definitely
be a
was.
long time
He
ago.
came to the
Yeah.
club. I was surprised he walked in there.
I don't
was
even
like,
think I was. I don't think I was of age.
Well, good job, Envy.
I think I showed him a Blockbuster card, and the guy was like, "Yeah, you good? Come on."
Envy.
Good
Come
job.
on, Envy.
You know what though? It has been a pandemic, and I know you guys have been ripping and running for years now, and not really had a chance to sit down. Was there an upside to actually having some time to maybe not have to be on tour and doing all of that? Did you learn anything new about yourselves?
I don't know if I said it already, but I just think like slowing down is slowing down was special because you get to hold on to this energy. And we're in a world that's going so fast that this, I mean, sometimes you got to take a break and unplug. And I think quarantine forced everybody to unplug a little bit and reevaluate what's important in life for myself. And I think it's why we're rolling out this album the way we're rolling it out. Like, let's keep it this way. Let's keep it at this pace. Let's not just go, we don't want 1 week of trending on Twitter. And, you know, we work too hard for that. So we want to drop these songs one at a time and read the room. And you, Andy? Yeah.
Yeah, touring is dope. It's dope. Man, it take you out of when you get into an album and you write an album, it take you out. Sometimes, you know, you go leave for 6 months, 7 months, and you come back, you don't even remember what you was on, and then you're trying to like create a new vibe and stuff. But when with this quarantine, we just boom, you locked in, and you get time to just get obsessed with these songs and figure them out and dissect them and like really put your everything into this album, into these songs, and know that I did everything possible to make this the best. I didn't just like go spend, you know, a couple hours on it, then I was dipped out and try to chase a bag here and there and then come back. You know, it don't sound like that, and the music shows.
Yeah, I like this energy, man. I like the energy between y'all. I really do. It's like a cool buddy cop shit. Like,
Yeah.
it is. There's something there, man. Why'd y'all name the first single Bruce Leroy?
Why do
You know, we Silk Sonic, but we couldn't name the band Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Whooping your ass.
with a leather belt?
And a Kung Fu grip.
introduce the record. Let's get into the record now.
Yo, check it out. You already knew what the business was when we gave it to you the first time. This Silk Sonic,
What are we in? 2002?
hosted by Bootsy Collins. First single, giving you now the intro.
One more time.
Bruce Leroy.
Hold for editing.
This is Lee the Dog.
There we go.
Well, thank you, brothers, for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Miss y'all.
It's the Paak. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.